huge good morning from Cape Town International Airport today, and welcome to another edition of Tyrone Paulson Drive. Now today I am out here at Cape Town International to meet up with a whole bunch of other journalists as we get to drive a brand new car to the South African market. Now earlier this year I had the great opportunity to accompany Suzuki South Africa to the Auto Expo 2023 in New Delhi in India, where Suzuki launched a whole bunch of new products to the world market. And some of those products also destined for South Africa. Already we've seen the Grand Vitara arrive here. We're still waiting on the four-door Suzuki Jimny, as well as the new FL6. But a car that we were very excited about was a car that literally made its debut out at this auto show. And today, right here in my backyard, we get to drive that car for the first time in South African roads. So come along with me as I take you on a bit of a journey and experience the all-new Suzuki FRONX. Come along and let's go do it. So stop number one out in District 6, the launch of the all-new FRONX. And to be quite honest with you, it reminds me of exactly the car that I saw in India, but it just looks so much better because finally we got to get hands onto it. We're going to do some more driving shots to give you my impression on it, but so far we drove in the manual version of it, and it was really smooth. Going up Hospital Bend here in Cape Town was really quite a cool drive. Thoroughly enjoyed it, so keep you updated on what's happening with at the launch of the new Suzuki FRONX. So it's a little bit windy right now, but we've got a Gymkhana that we need to complete inside of the new FRONX. As you can see, this is one of the competitors. This is where you come around. Now you just got to straddle, and then you got to go backwards and, well, try and hit that thing without dropping the football. That's going to be a bit of a cool experience. Okay, so he's done it. So I'll be doing that also as well. Everybody here is going to get that opportunity to do. Let's see how this works out. Man, it's windy out here. okay. It was fun. Thanks. So now we're at our lunch stop and we've driven just about over 70 odd kilometers over the Bainscliffe Pass inside of that FRONX, and that is the GL version, which is manual, and it handled it so well. And we're still sitting at about just under 7 liters per 100 kilometers. I mean, literally this car is just eating up the roads. It's really, really impressive. You know, typical, you know, when it comes to fuel consumption from Suzuki. I mean, they always have good figures. But it's a very comfortable car, easy car to drive. But now I need to get something to eat. So on our journey with the new Suzuki FRONX, just arrived out in Riebeek-Kasteel. Absolutely love this church out there. But I got to drive the car for the last about like 70 odd kilometers as well. And it is smooth. My favorite part is that engine note from the 3-cylinder engine. And the fuel consumption is still staying 100% perfect. I am blown away by these cars. So it's a hearty good morning, a very early morning at 7:38. Yeah, I know, it's not really that early, but it's a Wednesday morning and it is our final leg of the Suzuki FRONX launch. And we're out in Riebeek-Kasteel. I absolutely love this little town. It's really, really a pretty town. So I'm gonna walk from the guest house that I was staying at behind me all the way to the Royal Hotel. Just kind of give you an idea of the little town. It is really small, it's quaint. The people are really friendly. There's some amazing guest houses. If you ever need a place to just kind of get away, this is the place to be. But it's really old and quaint and very pretty. Oh, that's an elephant. And yeah, some cool little stores. There's convenience stores, there's restaurants, there's just a little bit of absolutely everything out on the side of the world. It's a very, very pretty place. So yeah, this is probably the most exercise I've had in a while. So I'm walking towards the Royal Hotel. Hier's die manne van die Royal Hotel. Ken mos vir almal lekker almal se pel. Anyway, so this is the one thing that I love about these car launches is they take you into environments and areas that you don't normally get to. I mean, for me though, we've been out on this side of the world quite often, but we visited some other places yesterday, which was quite interesting to see and experience. Morning, morning. So this is the Royal Hotel. As you can see, all the cars are lined up, ready to take us on our final journey. Morning. I just want to go show you the church as well, so you can kind of see what that looks like. That, by the way, is the new Grand Vitara, which is also a car when I went to India I got to go and see, and that was the first one launched so far this year. Can't wait for the 4-door Jimny to arrive. That's a 3-door one. If you scroll a bit further down, you'll see my review of this car, the Jimny. It's the exact car that I drove, and it was absolutely amazing. Anyways, I'll actually put the link in the description. Well, that's what other YouTubers normally say, so I assume that's what you say. Here's the big church. It's quite an amazing looking place. Yeah, it's very, very nice looking. Okay, let's go take some photos. Hopefully in the next couple of months or so, or weeks, I'll have access to an actual either Grand Vitara, or we'll get access to the new FRONX and be able to do a full review on that. Hey everyone, so I unfortunately have to film my conclusion right here in my little studio out at home because the time was just a little bit crazy. It's been an amazing 24 hours being able to drive a brand spanking new car to the South African market before anybody else has driven it. So it was a very cool feeling. The new Suzuki FRONX, it's a compact crossover SUV. We drove it all in and around Cape Town, the hustle and bustle of the crazy roads and wherever we need to go in the city. And then from there, we took it to the open roads and took it over the picturesque Bainskloof mountain pass, which was amazing. And that little car really handled it well. In total, you get 4 versions of them. They come out in GL and GLX, and then each one has got an auto as well as a manual transmission in it. They all use the same 1.5 liter engine, which produces 77 kilowatts and just over 135 newton meters of torque. I know it's not a lot, but that's what makes this car so unique. It doesn't lack for power when you drive it. I mean, yeah, it's not a pocket rocket, but it gets up to highway speeds and even a little bit further, than that. It handles really well. It's an overall really good package. It's got sporty looks. It's got that sporty kind of, feel to it. But I mean, it's not going to be a hot crossover or a hot hatch. It's going to deliver what it needs to deliver really well. And that is a good crossover for somebody who wants that with that sporty feel to it. It's a really good value for money because it comes in at 279,900 Rand. It's like under 280,000 Rand. And there's nothing in the market that kind of comes in at that offers everything that this car does. It seats 4 people, can't even fit 5 easily. Standard, it gets electric windows, it's got aircon, it's got charging points, it's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, it's got touchscreen interfaces, and as standard, it's got wireless charging as well. And it even gives you rear view camera on the GL, which is the entry levels, and on the GLX, you get a 360 degree camera. So the GLX has a little bit more extra options and a little bit of trim levels, which I, by the way, kind of like. It's got the wheels are, it's blacked out. When the other one, it is like diamond polish type of style. And either way, they look really, really great. The point I'm trying to make here is they all drive fairly the same way, but I like the manual because it just feels a little bit more responsive. The 4-speed auto, even though it's great and it has been a tried and tested combination with this 1.5 liter engine and a whole bunch of other Suzuki products, it works really well. But I just prefer that when you drive the actual manual, it just gives you that little bit of extra feeling like you kind of connected to the car and you're able to do just a little bit more. Fuel economy, Suzuki claims it's below 6. We were just averaging over 6, but then again, we were kind of doing some spirited driving when we did it. Boot space is not big, with just over 300 liters of boot space, but it's big enough for you to, if you've got a pram, you can put it in the back, you can put in 2 big suitcases if need be, and maybe a smaller one if they stacked on top of each other. So there's enough space into it. You get a comfortable driving position and in the front, in the rear. If you're a little bit tall because of the slanted, you get a very slanted roof line. If you're a tall person, it might just kind of, cut into it. But overall, it's a very good car. It comes with a good service plan, which is a 4-year, 60,000 kilometers and a 5-year, 200,000 kilometer warranty. Who would I recommend it to? Well, it is kind of somebody, it might be a little bit kind of young, in your late 20s, early 30s, might just be starting a family, or you've got, you just need something that's going to be like an SUV kind of like, but still want that sporty feel. This car's going to give it to you. Again, it's not a pocket rocket, but it works really, really well. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And a big congratulations going out to Suzuki South Africa for, bringing out this car to our market. And it's a very cool one. So that's it for the all-new Suzuki FRONX. Yeah, what the FRONX, right? I had to say that one. Anyways, till later. Keep watching. Please like and subscribe.